cause and effect rules the universe.
Hey man, pardon me, gotta ask you, what you doing?
I'm just videotaping them putting up the sign.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I'm Grasshopper Media.
Oh yeah?
I'll be here for the showing later for Zeit-heist. Planning on interviewing people after the film.
Yeah.
Just to see what their reaction is.
Fucking eye-opener, eh?
Well, we'll see. I think it's brainwashing me personally. I think it's New World Order, government, one world government agenda stuff.
Is what?
Is the Zeit-heist movement.
Oh,
I think the Zeit-heist movement is an elitist way of grabbing all the people who are waking up to the world economy completely organized by the elite of the world, and taking the attention off of that and putting it on what can we do, but unfortunately just giving us the exact same solution, which is resource-based economy, which is what we already have, but instead of variety, they're looking at consolidation, and the consolidation is what is the enemy. That is Satanism and Luciferian, all that sort of stuff, is get us all together so that we don't respect each other's differences, and something definitely needs to be done. That's why Zeit-heist is answering a very important question. However, what is the agenda behind it? Is there an agenda behind it? And sadly enough, we need to take into account the fact that the masses is what drives things. You can have 10% of us are awake, 10% of us are part of the conspiracy, and then the 80% of the masses.
$dollars when you give people a mandate by your tax before, for sure, yeah.
That's right.
It's a tough one.
Whereas the culprit behind, who did 9/11, who did JFK, who did all these things? It's one word: usury. It's the idea of interest. The fact that when I'm 7 years old, I get a bank account and I make $100 in a period of 10 years on like an $80 investment, an $80 deposit, you know, and to me as a kid, that's like, wow, I'm 18 now, I made $100 just for leaving something there for 10 years. But a millionaire can literally never work, and they make $100,000 a year just on the interest alone on their investment. And how is that fair to the children born in Palestine? It's not. That's what the culprit is behind all of this stuff. If we can eliminate usury, which is very viable, it's the way the world used to work, without interest on any loans. It says in the Bible, it says in the Quran, it says in all these hyper religions that we are not supposed to charge our brother interest.
I first learned it from my grandmother. Now, my grandmother was a wonderful person. She taught me how to play the game Monopoly. She understood that the name of the game is to acquire. She would accumulate everything she could, and eventually she became the master of the board.
Okay, so Zeit-heist tonight is playing, or I'll get a shot of the sign. Zeit-heist 3. Tickets are by donation. This is my friend Jim, and you're part of the organization that helped organize this?
Yep. Yeah, well, Zeit-heist Ottawa, most knowingly zeitgeistottawa.com. And we're not here to make profit tonight. We're just here to reach cost neutrality.
Yeah.
Cost neutrality, absolutely, because it's not about making a profit, it's about spreading the ideas.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, so you're going to cut off the donations. You're going to cut off donations once you make back the money that you spent.
Yeah.
That's good. That's honorable.
And if by chance at all there's some sort of excess profit tonight, then we will make sure that it's very transparent and post it on our website, all receipts, everything, and where the money is going.
That's excellent. That's awesome. Honorable.
Guys, so we're gonna comments? Yeah. Is this just like a plot to get all the truthers together? So
Grasshopper Media.
Sorry?
Is this a
What was that? Can you repeat that on the record?
Is this a plot to get like all the truthers together so that you can bomb them in one spot?
Oh, maybe?
Bomb them with information.
I probably shouldn't reveal that information, but...
Okay. He knows, there's totally bombs.
So I am outside, and that's why you guys are going in. Just kidding.
Grasshopper Media.
Grasshopper Media?
Yeah. Are you going to post this on YouTube?
Possibly, like with editing, obviously. If you don't want this on YouTube, that's fine, but...
Oh, no, I put everything on YouTube. Okay. I don't care if people don't want me to.
Cool.
Grasshopper Media.
Grasshopper Media.
When I was a young man growing up in New York City,
I refuse to pledge allegiance to the flag. Of course, I was sent to the principal's office, and he asked me, why don't you want to pledge allegiance? Everybody does. I said, everybody wants to leave here to his flag, but that doesn't make it so. I explained that America owed everything it has to other cultures and other nations, and that I would rather pledge allegiance to the earth and everyone on it. Needless to say, it wasn't long before I left school entirely.
And this brings us back to our city system. In the center is the central dome, which not only houses the educational facilities and transportation, it also hosts the mainframe that runs the city's technical operations. The city is, in fact, one big automated machine. It has sensors in all technical belts to track the progress of agriculture, energy gathering, production, distribution, and the like. Now, would people be needed to oversee these operations in the event of a malfunction or the like? Most probably yes, but that number would decrease over time as improvements continue. However, as of today, maybe 3% of the city population would be needed for this job when you break it down. And I can assure you that in an economic system which is actually designed to take care of you and secure your well-being, without you having to submit to a private dictatorship on a daily basis, usually to a job that is either technically unnecessary or socially pointless, while often struggling with debt that doesn't exist just to make ends meet, I guarantee people will volunteer their time left and right to maintain and improve a system that actually takes care of them. And coupled with this issue of incentive comes the common assumption that if there isn't some external pressure for one to work for a living, people will just sit around, do nothing, and turn into fat, lazy blobs. This is nonsense. The labor system we have today is in fact a generator of laziness, not a resolver of it. If you think back to when you were a child, full of life, interested in new things to understand, likely creating and exploring, but as time went on, the system pushed you into the focus of figuring out how to make money. And from early education to study at a university, you are narrowed, only to emerge as a creature which serves as a cog in a wheel in a model that sends all the fruits to the upper 1%. Scientific studies have now shown that people are, in fact, not motivated by monetary reward when it comes to ingenuity and creation. The creation itself is the reward. Money, in fact, appears only to serve as an incentive for repetitive, mundane actions.
Any comments?
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, sure.
Liked it? Okay.